Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
everyone.
Happy 2026.
We made it.
We made it. Yes, we did make it. So I'm so glad that we are back in 2026 and excited for this year and everything that's going on. And I know you all know, I know that it's just 6 days into the new year.
6 days.
And people are already peopling.
What is that?
Some life has already been lifing.
Oh, wow.
We're going to say one of the things that I love what Victoria always says is that, you know what, we're just going to stay grounded and stay connected. And it don't always have to be the bad stuff. We can still celebrate. Let's not dwell on the bad stuff all the time.
Right. Exactly.
Don't give the enemy all that credit that he needs. So Victoria always said, sometimes people spend so much time on the negative, they don't get to the glory of God. And that's what we want to do, is just to get to the glory of God. So welcome to Popcorn Conversations, our first episode in 2026. And I can remember in the year 1999.
That's sound like a song. Okay.
I can remember the year in 1999 and remember everyone was panicking because they didn't know how everything was going to transition over
into 2K.
Into 2K, Y2K, right? We did so much preparation for Y2K and nothing happened. It just went right over into 2000. And so I just said all that to say, you know, every day is just a day that we should just be thankful and blessed that God has blessed us with. No matter if it's Y2K or if it's 2026. It doesn't matter, because God is still good. God still on the throne.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
He always calls us to triumph.
He always causes us to triumph.
I mean, all the time.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
So I just want to say Happy New Year to my babe.
Happy New Year again and again and
Welcome,
again.
Catherine. To Popcorn Conversations.
So glad to be here.
Again in the same room.
I know. We were in the same room.
Can you believe it?
I know.
No.
Wow.
Now to start the new year off right.
Together.
His travel schedule hasn't been yet. That's what it is.
It starts next week. So
yes.
It'll be good. Just saying.
He does.
Just saying. But you all welcome also our co-host, who we absolutely love. None other than Pastor Alvin and Victoria Parker of True Work Christian Center. What's up, good people? What's up, family?
Hey.
I ain't trying to slick hate on y'all because y'all had a good time. I saw all the pictures.
We don't want to talk about that.
Let me get to that.
We have to talk about that after
that.
The cold war.
We have to.
Yeah.
Let me get to that. And then we all
have to talk about that video.
Virginia. Let's talk about Calvin and JJ.
Okay, Calvin and JJ.
Yes. Hello, everybody. What's happening? What's happening?
It's good to see you guys again. Right?
Yes.
Again.
Yeah. I just want to say welcome to 2026. You see the little banner going across, keep showing up. That's a series that my husband is doing for men, but also I think is relevant for marriages. Keep showing up in 2026. Just keep showing up.
Yes.
Our topic for tonight, we're going to be talking about the power of oneness in 2026. And that is a focus on your personal goals as well as your marriage goals. So we're hoping that people are just not focused on themselves, but they are focused on their marriage. And we know that there's power in oneness. Saying welcome to Popcorn Conversation. We missed you all. We're rejuvenated. We are ready to rock and roll for 2026. Y'all with us?
Yes.
Amen. We are.
All right. So we want to talk about this plunge we did.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Well, JJ didn't. The three of them did.
Yeah, I can't swim. Listen.
All she had to do was stand up.
No, I can't swim. That's all you had to do was look at your knees.
That's cause of that. We ain't gonna get into that.
We're not gonna say there were war injuries along the way.
Okay.
Peer pressure.
War injuries, but let me switch it up in context for our viewers. This year, Carlos and I usually do words, and a lot of people do words, but some couples they don't. And we do words, and my word this year was fearless, and Carlos's word is
multiply.
And so what I've been really doing is diving into, no pun intended, into the word fearless, because I'm very reserved. And so Calvin and Jocelyn had the opportunity to come and spend Christmas with the holidays. We weren't here for Christmas, but they stayed here. And Jocelyn, I got to talk about the food she cooked. Oh my God. I said, do y'all have to leave? Like I'm saying, I don't know. I like coming home every day with,
on the table.
And she loved cooking. And I'm like, I will let her. All I need to do is give you access, and you can do what you need to do.
Like, get out of the kitchen. Get out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And that was music to my ears.
Hey, mine too. I was like, so I appreciate you doing that. But I had said, oh, everybody, we're going to do the plunge. Well, naturally, Jocelyn wasn't the one going to do the plunge. She already said she wasn't going to do that. And then I said, I'm going to do it. And I told Carlos, Carlos is always on 10. He was like, yes, we're going to do it. Well, we said, let's get Calvin to do it. Calvin initially was not on board. But after we played 3 hours of tennis, this was the perfect time to do the plunge.
3.5 hours.
You need those joints, huh?
Yes, Calvin was like, he was real hesitant the whole way, wasn't he? Real hesitant.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, he was. And what we didn't factor in, because we were so excited about doing it, we didn't factor in that we should have turned a different way so we would all be in the deep part.
Well, Calvin did ask, how deep is the pool?
Yes.
And we said it goes from 3 to 5 to 3. So the deep end is in the middle.
Exactly. Well, we got closer to the 3 feet, and Carlos was more in the 5 feet. I was like in the middle, and then Calvin was actually in the 3 feet. We did not factor any of that in. But what I will say on the count of 3, you have to go to Instagram and see the plunge. But on the count of 3, we jumped in. We all come out, and then it was exciting. And then Calvin looked at his knees. He had actually hit the bottom of the pool, and we were like, "Oh my God!" But it was a great plunge, right?
But literally,
that one is not smiling.
No, he's not.
He hit the bottom of the pool with his knees.
Oh my God!
We get out of the pool,
yes,
and we go into the house, and his knees are bleeding.
Yes,
it's like the skin has come off of both of his knees.
Yeah,
and he's just bleeding. Like, where did you go? Because we're not bleeding.
No.
It's like,
Calvin, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry,
Calvin, I'll let you interject in that if you like, but I would think that those scars will be something memorable for all of us. They're like tattoos of our
no.
And then the search for the right size band-aids began.
Oh, yes.
You see, I have yet to speak, Parkers. You see that, right?
We noticed.
Because they said when your parents say when you ain't got nothing good to say, just don't say none at all. So I'm still receiving peer pressure at the age that I am, and I've been on this earth a long time.
He said peer pressure at my age.
So we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Because I've been delivered and set free, baptized in cold water, and chill my body, but not my soul. And gave me some injuries on both knees, not just one, both knees.
Hey,
Oh my God.
we will forever be grateful for the time you all spent with us. And yeah, it's very memorable. But
Yeah, and they don't know my lawyer calling them tomorrow.
But you know,
Lawyer.
in our pool is located, we have signs about us not being liable for any issues
no
that happen
injury.
in the pool. And if you have your children, they are your responsibility, not ours.
He missed them signs. He just saw the signs and said, no jumping or diving in the pool. After y'all jumped in the pool.
It was too late then. He was on his own. But it was thank you for taking the plunge with us.
Thank you, Calvin.
Yeah.
Really
Yes, you. I was gonna say you're welcome, but let's move on.
Yeah. but that leads us into our discussion tonight, because one of the things that this is the second thing that I've done, third thing that I've done, because the first thing with the plunge, I just wanted to do something that would just kind of awaken me to 2026. So when Captain said, let's do the plunge, I was like, yes, that's perfect. I'd love to do that. The year before that, I had done a mud run with one of my friends, Landon. Remember, I did the mud run because that was energizing me, getting me ready to be relentless and fearful and all of that. And then the year before that, I did the jump out of the plane.
Oh yeah, you did skydiving.
I did the skydiving.
Oh, you jumped out of a perfectly good plane.
I did. 14,000 feet in the air.
Yeah.
So you could literally see the circumference of the earth that high. And it was absolutely just exhilarating, breathtaking to be able to do that. So I love those adventures that I actually have. They just kind of, again, awaken me to life and my senses. You say what?
Are you an adrenaline junkie?
I wouldn't call it an adrenaline junkie, but I love to take risk though. And I just love the high that it gives me. So, and
I love to see him do it.
Adrenaline junkie.
That sounds like a definition of it, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? Tonight, I just really wanted to. I know we're officially in 2026, right? And the year started. I hear people have all of these goals that they set for themselves, and they get, just get all juiced up. And jumping in the pool was not on not on my goal list. I just fearless and whatever that takes. And now the calendars are getting ready full right now, and they're doing things. Your personal goals. I want to hear from let's hear from the Parkers. What has been some of the goals that you have set for 2026, like personal goals?
Wow. I really have not set any personal goals.
Yes, you have. You hadn't realized.
Stop it. I mean, just to sit down and think, oh, this is what I want to do. The only thing we ended last year, I talked about how I'm working on being more healthy, physically fit and healthy.
That's what I was talking about.
And so I've been taking a conscious effort of, working out with a personal trainer, doing things like that. But sitting down and like, oh, this is what I want to accomplish this year. I don't have a weight that I'm looking at. I don't have a certain size I want to be. I just want to be healthy. Healthier than what I am.
I like that. I like that.
That's the one thing that I definitely wanted to focus on this year. And then we have goals as a church, which makes it a personal goal, I guess you could say. It's really like working on my love walk even more towards people. And not that I'm not walking in love towards people, but we have people in our lives that challenge our love walk. And so you have to be very intentional about making sure you continue to walk in love towards people, because when you don't, that just opens the door for the enemy to just wreak all kind of havoc in your life. And I don't want that. So I just have to make sure even people, when they make themselves unlovable, make sure I'm intentional about showing people love.
I love love walk.
I love the love walk.
Love walk.
And I steal that.
Put that down. Love walk.
That's it. That's what God told me to emphasize this year. And I think for me is more focusing on the things that get me the results as opposed to really setting a goal. I mean, I got a target, but I've been more focused on the process that produces what I want. So if I could say it this way, just across the board, my focus is falling in love with the process.
Ooh, falling in
Mm.
love. Y'all going deep on me. Falling in
No, because
love.
because I could get so focused on the goal that really what produces the goal is the everyday repetitive stuff that's not sexy, that people call boring, but it produces greatness and great results. So my focus has really been on systems and routines that it's nothing thrilling per se when you look at it, but what it produces is thrilling. What it produces is great. So that's been my retooling for the year, is to focus on those things that cause me to walk in the love of God at a great level. So
Oh, thank you for sharing that. That is
Awesome.
the way you just like expound upon that. It was really rich and profound, and falling in love with that process and understanding what the results, if you just stay steady, if you continue to do it, kind of like Victoria, you started this before January. That healthy has been in your heart and your mindset, and you started it, and so you're doing that work, but that process, it sounds like as you've been enjoying the process. Yeah, you go see the results, but it's just like, I know I'm getting healthy. I know that's my focus.
The focus is health, because it's like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to get up at 4:45 to go meet somebody to drill me in the ground. And then the next day your whole body sore. It must have hurt.
Yes.
But it's like, but just being faithful at it and continuing to go, it's probably the longest I've stayed consistent with a health process.
Okay.
But it was like, I'm not getting any younger, and so it's true. The older you get, sometimes the more difficult it is to kind of stick to things. But I was like, I don't have a choice. I have to. And it's not because I'm sick or anything's wrong. I don't want that to happen.
Right.
So that's why I'm focusing on it.
And even with what you said there too, you said as you're getting older, it's harder to stay consistent. Even for young people, it's hard for them to be consistent because they want instant results. And they don't want to go through the process. And I'll just say that across the board. And I love what you said, Alvin, is that some of these systems and these routines, you want them to be boring because you see the amazing results that you get if I can stay consistent and disciplined every single day, keep showing up the way I'm supposed to be showing up, the results will speak for themselves. And that's where I am. It's just, I'm not trying to do anything that's just going to be, when I talk about multiply, I'm talking about, okay, so the things that I'm doing now, I'm praying that God would bless that and multiply that. But I still need to be very consistent and disciplined in my routine. So that's studying my word. That's getting my exercise in. That's my meditation that I do. That's getting my sleep. All of those boring things. And the things that
sleep is not boring.
It's not.
I love sleep.
Sleep is not boring.
It's not boring, but a lot of people don't get enough of it. And they don't understand that good sleep rejuvenates the body.
Good sleep.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
It does. It makes you think clear too.
It does.
You're not as lethargic. I've experienced that. But I love my sleep.
So just doing that on a consistent basis. So we do have our goals. We have our word. We've surrounded all of that in scripture, walking through that, but it's not anything like, oh, we want to travel to 7 continents. We want to go to the moon and stuff like that. But the things
you'd have done all that already.
But I think the things that we focus in on now, one of the things that Catherine and I really sat down and walked through is that we really want to be disciple makers this year too.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
In the way that of how marriage looks. How can we really walk through and be a disciple maker? And we go through this discipling square that we have. It's where we have couples who will be part of our community, and they will watch what we do, and then they will join us in what we're doing. Then we'll give them feedback on what they're doing, and then they will take off and do what they're supposed to be doing. So just walking through that discipleship square so that couples can live abundantly in their covenant relationship.
And stay consistent. And that's a huge thing. You start out really great. You start out excited. And then somewhere along the way, life happens, gets a traffic jam, and we get off course. And I think having community, especially with you all and other couples, having that and holding each other accountable, it really is inspiring. It really is inspiring. And so I just want to say I deeply appreciate you all with your authenticity, your honesty, and giving us also another perspective to look at. And it just enlightens our understanding a lot.
That's right.
All right, over to Black Diamond Marriages. What are some of your personal goals? We haven't got into the marriage goals, but what are some of your personal?
I'm like the Parkers. We didn't really. I don't really set personal goals each year. But if I was to think about it in a personal goal, I would look at holistic consistency. I want to be more consistent in everything that I do. Don't stop and start. So there's a lot of things that we have going on. And even in the marriage, just being consistent with things that we have set out to do and we wanted to do, like Bible study, like praying together and things of that nature. So just being holistic, consistent in everything that I've committed to.
Okay. Holistically. Love it. Love it. Thank you.
JJ.
I think my personal goal is very similar to Victoria's, to really get healthy, just because of the health stuff that I've had to deal with in the past. And even though, a lot of that has gotten better and some of it has actually been resolved, I don't want to be in a place where I go back to that. So pushing myself to be consistent with changing my my lifestyle. Like, I don't want it to just be, okay, I'm going to the gym for the first 3 months and okay, I lost weight and now I'm at a nice weight, so I'm good now. I want it to be like a lifestyle change for me. Even with our eating, we started doing a lot better with our eating, but I gotta let go of ice cream. I did really good while I was at y'all's house. I did not have
Really good.
any ice cream.
You're really
So
good.
when we got on the road that night,
Okay.
I stopped and got me a shake, a milkshake.
Okay.
In Charlotte, by the way.
Haven't been on the road that long.
So that's an inside thing, Parkers.
Look,
So-
JJ.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
yeah,
keep going to the gym. I'm gonna keep going to the gym, Jocelyn, because I ain't giving her my ice cream. I ain't doing
well,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I ain't doing it.
even
That's
if
why I'm gonna stay in the
eat
gym.
it, if I'm gonna eat it, I need to make sure that I am watching my portions and things like that. So just being more conscientious of those types of things. Because this is a temple. I ain't got but one. Ain't like I can trade this one in until the Lord say so.
Right.
And then when that trading happened, ain't nothing I can do here. So just being more conscientious about that. And also really making sure that I'm intentional with staying connected with people. I kind of started that last year, but I want to make sure that I keep going with it this year, whether it's people don't like answering the phone anymore. So, texting people to check on people, see how folks doing. And, I don't ever want it to be a thing where someone that I consider to be a friend and somebody asks me how they doing, I can say, well, I don't know. I ain't talked to them about 2 or 3 years. I don't want that anymore.
Right.
Okay.
So being intentional with staying connected.
Well, that's a good goal.
That's a good one.
It really is.
Yes.
I think it's very good.
Yeah, it really feeds.
Everybody's so busy that and that's everybody's excuse when you finally we just been so busy. Like you say, you talk to who you want to talk to. You see who you want to see.
Yeah, yes.
I'm just not on that list. So you ain't got to be upset because you ain't talked to me in 6 months.
She told somebody that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I tell people, I was like, look, I have not talked to you in, I don't know how, I was like, ooh, it's a good thing you called because you was about to get taken out of my phone. I don't leave phone numbers in my phone to people that don't call and talk to me.
Oh.
Pass that.
I may be empty.
Oh my girl, like, hey girl, it's a good thing you called me because you was about to come on my phone. Next time you call and be like, who is this? Or you picked up because I wouldn't recognize the number.
Right. Well, I look at it a little bit slightly different because I have people I am in maybe constant communication. I have some that I'm not. I have some I see here and there. And what we've established is that no matter when I talk to them, it's always a joy to talk to them because I'm not going to be able to talk to everybody all the time. So there are just different friendships that I have along the way that I've established that. And I think that otherwise I just would wear myself out. And I'm not. It's just we travel a lot. It's not that I don't love you. I'll text, I'll send a note. I'll just thinking of you. I don't have to have a long conversation, but you came on my mind, but different ways. And I even share that with some of the friendships. Like if I haven't talked to you in 6 months or even years, sometimes I don't see people until I come home, go to Nashville for Christmas. But it's a time they were like, I want to see you. Can we just do tea, coffee, whatever. And it's just a little quick thing. So I cherish all the friendships, but I do establish that and let them know, if I haven't talked to you, it's not because I don't care. And it's not because I'm too busy. Because people often say that about you, always busy. But that's what you said. I never told you I was busy. My schedule may be pretty full, but you can call anytime and I will do the same. So I try to look at it. You're not going to get deleted from my phone. Okay. I'm just saying.
That's the nail.
You said what she said.
But you will. I think she almost did that to me. It was maybe 30 days. She almost did that to me.
No.
We just want
you got to go for a piece before she deletes you out of the phone.
It ain't gonna be that long. It's never that long.
No,
I just want to encourage our listeners. 31 days. She's like, oh,
I get a text message from Jocelyn. Hey, Victoria, don't delete me.
In all seriousness, those are people she hasn't talked to in like years.
Yeah.
Years. And every time, and these were people that were saying we should get together, and they never called back. Establish it. Those are the type of things she's talking about. We got friends. We know certain times of the year that we get together, and there's certain friends we have. No matter when they call, they always good to hear from. But she, my wife is a purge queen. She believes in purging. My phone, I got phone numbers in my phone from when I had a blackjack. That was probably 20 years ago.
I think more than 20 years. I don't know.
A blackjack.
Not Blackberry, Blackjack. That was like
Blackberry.
Blackberry, the Blackberry. Microsoft had a phone called the Blackjack. That was before I got into smartphones, and so I got the cheaper version. It was called
a Blackjack.
Yeah, that was
the knockoff Blackberry.
No, it was It did have a QWERTY keyboard like a BlackBerry though.
Anybody else? I know I'm not familiar with
Your
that.
own white burn on you.
Back to the goal.
It's okay, Alvin.
It's a
It's
Samsung.
okay. I had a Blueberry, so I understand.
Oh my
It's made
goodness.
by Samsung. It wasn't a cheap phone.
Well, we've
It's
come
my
a long
first
way
smartphone.
now. Yeah, we've come a long way. But I want to just
I'm
encourage
happy.
our audience as we're talking about the power of oneness. The power of oneness is what we're talking about in personal goals, and we're going to be talking about a little bit marriage goals. Even though some people may not set goals, they may the year they set other things that they would want to do and see in their relationship. But the point of the matter, what we're trying to do in your personal goal, hearing your spouse say it out loud, they can encourage you. For an example, I'm just using Victoria. If she started slacking off, she's now said out loud, this is, I want to be healthy. Or if she decided I'm going to eat a bucket of ice cream in my presence, and I'm gonna question her about the bucket of ice cream.
What's up with that bucket of ice cream?
But it's an accountability thing when you say that out loud, and I think it's important. And then your spouse know how to support you in that. That's a
good point. That's a good point, Catherine. Because some people don't even share. They may not even be sharing their goals with their spouse because they think, "Oh, these are my goals." You know, may not even be sharing them. Yeah.
Yes.
I motivate her when she comes home.
Oh Lord, yeah. He singing to me. I be dragging in. How was your workout? I was like, well, it was all right. Like, I'm hurting. Look, she sent him a video of the last workout. I was just like, oh my God.
Hey, she was getting it with the hex bar deadlift. She was lifting some weight.
Well, you better watch out now.
I said, but you didn't take the little sister girl gloves off. But other than that, you good.
You need those hands to stay.
I don't want calluses on my hands.
No, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one.
But that's a good point, though, is sharing them with your spouse so that they can encourage you. You don't feel like getting up in the morning. It's like, hey, your clock went off. Get up.
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah,
your clock went off.
It's time to go.
Yeah, get up. Yeah.
And then she comes home. I go, she worked out. Girl, look at that body.
She's a brick.
So that's my little thing. And I say, I work out. She come up the stairs and she's like, I
love that.
So I tease her a little bit, to keep her.
That's what it's about.
Keep her motivated. Yeah.
I think for us,
doing great though. I'm proud of her.
I think for us, we've been doing, going back to what you said, the consistency and the discipline, Alvin, and the boring. So we've been doing our 6 core areas probably now for the last 15 or 20 years.
It's been a minute.
You know, it's been a minute, right?
It's been a minute.
But it's been amazing that we've seen the trajectory of our lives on all of the things that we've been able to accomplish, the things we've been able to start, and the things that we've been able to experience. So when we looked at it 15, 20 years ago, faith, family, finance, fitness, future, and fun, those have been staples for us for all of those years. And every year we're seeing where that progress continues to happen over and over again. So we had started, like when we started, we were like, oh my God.
I was trying to see if I had a book.
So we had started, that's the book back there. But when we had started in our finance goals, our first thing was we just want to get out of debt.
Yeah.
You know, just what does that look like for us to get out of debt? How do we do that? And we just kind of wrote down 3 things that we wanted to concentrate on, make sure that happened. So we did that. And then as we saw each year, we were out of debt. And then we say, okay, what else do we need to establish? Let's make sure all of our beneficiaries are up to date. Let's make sure that we've got our retirement plan. We got to make sure that there are other investments that are happening. So every year we just saw that progression. I think over the last couple of years, we've been working on our trust and our wills and all of that, just to make sure if anything happens, all of that is in order. Right. So that's just one example of the progression that we've had in how important for us the goals have been for our relationship and for us and how we live.
Because I like to see things written down. That's just how I operate. And I'm still old school because I like to write. I like to touch it and feel it. Some things I do put in the phone for notes, and but for the most part, I'd like to see it written. I like to handwrite because I remember it pretty well. And we do have the goals that we have set in those 6 core areas that really help us to stay focused.
And to stay aligned
and to see when things are shift, because we're having conversation about that. And those goals also help lead up to our our vision and our mission, which is a lot bigger than what we'll be talking about tonight. But it has been very helpful, and it has helped us to also stay not just focus on ourselves, but the energy that we want with our community.
Yes.
Also, the energy we want with our children.
Yep.
And so we could just see that laid out. And that's been very, very successful for us. And because it's been working and we've been disciplined and consistent about it, that's why we share it with others to give them. It starts out simple for people. If you can put them in those areas, you can also pass them down to your children. And they'll be able to kind of take that insight and go with it. But that's
our system. I would love to just hear what other people's systems are.
I would love that.
Because it could be working for them and how they show up and how they establish what's important or what's priority for them. So that's it.
Yeah.
What about you all? What system do you all use to just kind of stay focused, stay
consistent, stay disciplined? Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, do we have a workbook or anything like that?
Or yes, if there's a process that you guys go through, do you guys meet on a monthly basis? Do y'all have them up on your mirror in your bathroom? Do you have them in your car? Do you discuss them with other people and have an accountability group that you do that with? Because people start off strong, but they don't finish well.
Yeah.
Right? They start strong. They be so excited.
That's our word. Yes.
So
just like they go work it out, and then it fell off.
Yeah.
And then it fell off, and that's our thing. Like,
take the gym in the first of the year.
Yes,
you're messing up my workout, taking up machines. They're gonna fall off in March.
No, there is an organization. This is no lie, y'all. There's an organization that they bring in additional machines for the first 3 weeks of the gym.
Wow.
And then they take them out about the 4th week.
Yeah.
Because it's fallen off that much.
That much next week,
That much, because people were like, oh my God, I can't go to the gym this week because whatever the reason is, to not be consistent. And I know we're talking about health. We're talking about our finances. There are other goals that are just as important, right? It's just, how are you going to grow spiritually?
Yeah.
What does that look like? To just make sure that you're developing that relationship with God, with Christ, understanding your word more, knowing how to stand on your word, making sure that it gets in your heart, gets in your spirit, whatever that looks like.
Gotcha.
I believe there should be some kind of faith intentionality.
Okay. Here's the way we break it down. I'm going to communicate to it. One, it needs to be simple. So that's kind of the way I approach things in doing goals. One, is it simple? 2, is it repeatable? Because that's the only way I can stay consistent. If it's complicated, it's going to make it hard for me to repeat. And then I learned this from my wife, because this is how she does it. This is her system. The third thing is she's a list girl. So put it on a list. It's made her highly effective in everything. And then I would say the final thing is, in our system, is constant communication. We're always talking about it. So how did I say it again? It's got to be simple.
Simple.
Got to be repeatable. And then
Write it down.
Put it on a list. However, whatever. Now, Victoria is a paperless girl. She's got a notebook. I am an electronic list guy. I write it, but it's on my pad because I used to try to do a daytimer like she would do it, and I wouldn't look at it. So that no, she taught me that. She taught me that. So those are the things. And once we got the list, we talk about it so much, it's unconscious. We're not even conscious of how often we're talking about it because we're always thinking about it, because we understand that if we're going to change anything about our lives, our thinking has to change first. And words help form our thinking. So that's why we're always talking about it. And she'll know when I'm on something really focused because I'm constantly talking about it. And she obliges me by listening. She supports me by listening because she know I get excited about it because I've really been working on some stuff.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
How she looks.
Let me ask you this then. As you walk through your simple, repeatable listing and constant communication about it. So I'm going to ask you, do you celebrate your successes then? You accomplish it and get it done. Do you like, we're going to go get some ice cream. We're going to set a milestone.
We don't. I wouldn't even say you're right. Now
that we think about it, because we just
like checked off the list.
Checked off the list.
Checked off the list.
Now, remember, in the word, when something significant happened, they would mark it. They would mark it to remember it, and it became part of their story. It became part of their testimony, and all of that. So for us, when we accomplish something, we like, it's time to celebrate. I'm a big celebrator. I'm a big celebrator. I want to do something.
Okay, that's done. What's next?
No, because we need to stop, pause,
and celebrate.
I mean, I'm saying that for everyone. You should celebrate your success, whether they're big or small.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That's a good thought process.
We're good at keeping memorials, but not so much as
celebrating every time we make a milestone.
We've hit some milestones.
Exactly.
I remember when we went on that journey of getting out of debt, and it's like that should have been a time when we should have really celebrated, but we didn't. We just checked it off the list.
Checked it off, and
then y'all went to bed. No.
Hey, went to bed so we could get up and do it again. Let's go.
But that's
I think
that's a thought. That's something we never. You see how we looked at each other. We never.
I know.
Vacations, we hang out, we do stuff right, but never thought of it as
celebrate.
Exactly. That's so important. And I didn't want to, Josh and Calvin, I didn't want to. If there's anything you guys want to add to that.
Well, I concur with a lot of. I concur with everything you said, Carlos. Because in my professional career, as being an agile coach, that was one of the biggest things is that we did. Even though we started set up a list, Kanban board last year, and we didn't, like I said, being consistent holistically, and that's one thing that we need to get back to as a marriage. If we're going into marriage, is setting those things up and making those lists. And then, as I was saying in my professional career, that was one of the things I trained as an agile coach is celebrate even the small things. So as you were talking, I was like, okay, I just need to make that personal now. And with Jocelyn and I, so that we can celebrate those little things, even like, celebrating coming about the pool of cold water. That was a celebration.
It is. Because even those little, I'm glad you said that, because even those little milestones that you have just mean so much to you. And it doesn't have to be any big celebration. It could be literally like you're going to an ice cream shop and celebrating. And you're just kind of reminiscing things about things that are actually happening. And we actually have that grateful jar that if anything happens now, we actually write that in the jar and put it in there. so that we can go back and look at it again, just like Scott and Kara had said.
Oh, yes, yes. Scott and Kara is a couple that had went through our Masterful Marriage class. For those of you who do not know, out there in social media areas, and they also just recently got engaged. They were dating at the time.
Hey! Come on, let's go
to Scott and Kara.
Yes, congratulations.
So we have a date yet?
They're working on it. I think he said it's going to be next year,
2027.
2027, and he did it at Disney World.
Oh, that's
castle.
sweet.
And this is amazing. He hired a photographer to follow them around the park the entire time. And he was taking pictures of them as they were going around. And when they got in front of the castle, Kara said, "Oh my God, there is a guy right here. He should take a picture of us with a camera. He should take a picture of us in front of the castle." That was the guy that had hired.
Wow.
He said, "Okay, let's do this." And so then the guy came up to take their picture, and then Scott got down on one knee and to marry him. Ask her to marry him. Yes. It was
awesome.
And so he called us right after that. We felt honored that he would call us. He called us. He said, "Dog, I did it. I did it, dog." I was like, "Yes." I was like, "That's so good."
Wow.
I talked to Kara. Kara was like, "This is like one of the best days of my life. I love Scott." I said, "Yeah, I know." It was so good. Yes.
Wow. They talked about how beneficial going through the Masterful Marriage. They weren't married at the time, but they wanted to get some tools and they wanted to get resources. They wanted to meet other couples because they knew that was something that they desired to be that one.
That's awesome.
So you got past the fear and the hesitation and pulled the trigger.
Oh, that trigger, man.
That's awesome.
He was so excited. And I know I'm telling his story, Scott, but I'm giving you the biggest shout out. But there's someone he had called me and he said, "Dog." Okay. But he's like, "You're like my second dad right now." Okay. He said, "I'm flying up to New York to pick up the ring."
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Flew to New York, picked up the ring, and when he picked it up, he sent us a picture of the ring.
Wow.
And it was beautiful. We were like, "Oh my God, Scott, this is so amazing." So he
created that experience.
Yeah, a real experience for her. That's awesome.
It was so good.
Gotta keep that up now.
He can do it with us, but all of us.
It won't be hard. No, it will not be hard with a community like us.
It was so exciting.
We get enough ideas, man.
What a blessing.
Sweet.
It was such a blessing.
Sweet.
So we were sorry. So hopefully they're going to be coming to Atlanta real soon, and we'll be able to see them in person again to be able to do that. But I wanted to just mention a couple of more things that we had. I don't know how much time. We're almost out of time, but here's a couple of things that I was thinking about as well. One of the things that Catherine and I also like to do is we try to create legacy for ourselves and for the boys and all of that. So we like to either have something that's very tangible that we've created, or some kind of I wouldn't say memory, but something that is of high value that our sons and our family will enjoy. So when we created the Family Goal Planning Guide and Workbook, when we wrote the book, on a Power Couples Journey, when we did the Power Couples Rock game. So we're always trying to create some type of legacy for ourselves, whether it be for couples or whether it be for our marriages and things like that. So that's another kind of goal setting that we look at doing. And then the last thing that I'll say, and I'll be quiet after this.
You don't have to.
One of the things that me and Catherine had talked about, because say your schedules are so busy and you get busy, our calendars do get full. But one of the things that we've committed to this year is to do a sabbatical, like a 2-day sabbatical every other month. So we start on a Friday and then we end it on Saturday night. And that way we're eliminating any kind of social media, no TV, no. And if we do get on our computers, it's because we're going over our goals and things like that. But we're really taking a respite and really slowing life down so that we can concentrate on the things that and really hear what God has to say about how we should be moving forward and all of the things that he's prepared for us. So we feel like that's going to be a great way that another way that we don't allow life to take control of us.
Yeah.
We take control of life. All right.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think, it's hard to believe.
Already 50 minutes.
Gosh. It's hard to believe. We miss you all. We want to have any last final thoughts from the Black Diamond Marriages first, and then the Parkers next, to just wrap this up for our couples. We've talked about a lot of things this evening, but what are some of the things that you want to leave with our audience?
Go first, baby.
I don't really have anything
to leave with the audience. Well, for me, it's just staying connected. I think Carlos has stated it, and also Pastor Alvin and Victoria always saying be connected to your local church. So the biggest thing is staying connected. This time of year, this time of season where people tend to disconnect and things pop up, depression and so forth and so on. So the biggest thing
is to stay connected.
Yeah,
y'all froze. You
froze.
started talking about connected and got froze.
You froze, Calvin. You said the biggest thing, and you went.
And I
y'all got it though.
Yeah,
y'all kept hearing my voice. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, just staying connected and being present with people and with everyone that you're connected with, and seeking God to let him speak to you in ways that he's never spoken to you before.
All right. Thank you for that. Parkers.
I want to encourage the married couples to, in this time of just being busy and having schedules, and you're going to this conference or that conference, or whatever you need to do, carve out some time to have a vacation with your spouse, where it's just you and your spouse.
That's it.
You don't necessarily have to have an agenda. You can sleep as late as you want to, get up. Just throw caution to the wind and just take some time out of this year, sometime during this year, on purpose. Schedule some time to just be with you and your spouse.
Amen.
And that goes back to what Calvin was saying about being connected. I think that helps with the connectivity in the marriage, because then when you're doing that, it just gives you time to just talk and hang out and talk about goals and talk about where we are. But just make it I just challenge you to just find some time for just you and your spouse. A lot of times when we do vacation, we'll take the whole family with us. We'll just take your whole wife or your whole husband. All right.
I like that.
Kick off right.
Yes. That's good.
Amen.
I'm going to go with the theme that Carlos talked about. I think is so vital, and it touches every area, is the multiplication. And when Jesus taught here's the thing I want to leave you with. Be careful what you're hearing.
Ooh.
Be careful of what you're hearing, because both faith and fear comes through hearing. And when Jesus taught in Mark chapter 4, the parable of the sower, he says faith is a process that works by sowing. The sower sows the word, and the word is sown in our hearts through hearing.
Come on.
And so Jesus said in Mark 4, verse 24 from the Amplified, he says, the measure of thought and study you give to the truth you hear will be the measure of virtue and knowledge that comes back to you, and more besides will be given to you who hear. And then verse 25 says that to him who has will more be given. There's your multiplication. And from him who has nothing, what does that mean? from him who does not have the ears to hear, or who does not pay attention to the truth he hears, even what he has will be taken away by force. That's what I leave.
It's powerful.
Wow, that's powerful.
And can I go back just for 1 second before
Go
I
ahead.
turn over to also as in the IT world, not only being careful what you're hearing, which is I absolutely agree 100%. Be careful what you're seeing, because AI is putting another twist on everything.
Oh, I saw some stuff. You right about that.
So be careful what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Right.
And validate what you're seeing.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Well, I would just add, I think you all did a beautiful job. I was just quickly adding about seeing and hearing. Take time to see into your spouse's heart mindset and hear what each other have to say. And
Amen.
the more you can focus in on that, the more you all can walk in oneness. Oneness is not the same as sameness. It's oneness. You're hearing each other. You're touching each other. You're speaking the language to each other so that you can walk together and be aligned. And that's what I would have to leave with our viewers.
And then I'm going to close out by saying, people that are listening to this, you are valuable. You are a godsend. And so I want you to keep showing up for your spouse, keep showing up for your kids, keep showing up for your community, keep showing up for your church, keep showing up for yourself. And most of all, keep showing up for God, because God is always going to show up for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Amen.
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 We love you all. We are so excited about 2026. We thank you all for all of your support. Just be watching and waiting for some new topics to come out as we dive into our popcorn conversations for 2026. But while you're doing that, remember what you need to do. You need to get
Power
up! Enjoy. Stay focused. All right.